let's talk Stardust Crusaders, guys. That ending, that ending. We'll get there. So the first half of the episode was, Pet Shop versus Iggy Part Two, and I thought it was pretty good. Though, if I'm being kind of honest, I thought it was a little much. What do I mean by a little much? Well, we'll get there, I guess. I know I keep saying that. I say that shit in all my reviews when there's like a hype ending or there's something. I always like dick tease you guys, but I apologize. But I'm not going to stop. um, anyway, so we find out that Iggy was abandoned his leg, his front left leg for survival, and allowed the icicle to basically chop right through it, and he was able to swim away. And um, he set up a good setup underwater, where he used his stand to block all the water, and had a breathing tube. I'm assuming there was just natural bamboo there. I mean, it's a bit convenient. I have the hiccups. Fuck. It's a bit convenient, but oh well. Um, and then we see, the bird dive underwater, and the narrator has to explain the fact that it's it's not it's not impossible for the bird to do that, but what I would say is that it is highly unlikely for a bird to be able to swim as well as it did. Diving underwater, yes. Swimming, no. That to me is a little unbelievable. That's a bit much. And then what was even more unbelievable was the fact that it was able to dig under Iggy, so that when Iggy was digging, all of a sudden that thing was waiting for him. Oh, and that was creepy as fuck. I liked it because it was interesting, but it was just like this bird was given all these extra advantages just to make the threat seem more real, but it just wasn't like really like if you're trying to explain why a bird can dive underwater, trying to make it realistic, then you shouldn't give him unrealistic parameters in the first place. That to me that was a bit much. So the cool thing was I liked how Iggy decided to basically collapse his stand and allow the force to send him flying straight to Pet Shop, and he bit the fuck out of his beak. Basically cracked his beak, and it basically killed Pet Shop, which was awesome. I thought that was great. But, he obviously can't do anything. He lost a lot of blood, and he just doesn't have any strength anymore. And so he has to be saved by that kid, who is. I'm assuming that kid has, like, I don't know, how do you say it? That kid might have the, like, connections to the Speedwagon guy, because I think it might have been his dad that was the guy who was from the Speedwagon Foundation that was able to completely treat Iggy, because Kakuin found him. Oh, Kakuin is back. Uh, in fashion, of course. He has his fucking glasses. Like, really, it's cool, but whatever. So yeah, Kaguin is back, and he's the one who found Iggy, but he didn't find him before the kid, and apparently some guy from the Speedwagon Foundation. But he's fine, even though he's still missing his leg, obviously. And so I was like, what I was thinking was that he was going to use his stand to make like a sand leg or something. I don't know. Obviously I watch Naruto, and Gaara is able to make sand arms, and why can't Iggy make sand legs? So I don't know. But he's able to lead them to um, Dio's palace because he was there, which I believe I mentioned last episode's review that he would. Uh, so they get there, and the gate's wide open, which it wasn't before. the dogs had to crawl under that, and then they got fucked. So they see like this long ass hallway that appears to never end, and the one who comes is actually Darby, who at first he kind of looked like Cars. I didn't think it was him, but I'm like, he kind of looks like Cars, but it was Darby. How do we know? Because the fucking preview says so. So I'm not spoiling anything. Not that I would have known anyway, because I don't fucking not like I don't fucking watch that shit. So um, I never read the manga. So anyway, the last thing I want to mention was the hype shit that was was it Joseph thought, Avdol thought, Kakuin thought. That was awesome. The and they were playing Stand Proud. Oh yes, I love Stand Proud. To this day, it's probably my favorite opening from JoJo. Either that or Bloody Stream. I don't know. They're all great. I even like the new one. It grew on me. It's the weakest one, but I still do like it. Um, that, and then Jotaro, he doesn't even fucking think. He just says what he's thinking. He's like, "We just need to beat the shit out of Dio, right?" Does he? I don't know. So that was sick. And while Stan Proud's playing in the background, of course, and I don't remember what they all thought, but it was a really cool moment, I thought, and the narration did a good job. I think the narration in JoJo is very good. It's better than Hunter x Hunter's narration, which I thought was too much in the Chimera Ant arc. Um, some people disagree, but I personally think JoJo's narration is better. It has the right touch and the right amount with the intensity. So yeah, that's the episode. This was a really good episode. Even though the first half was a little weaker, due to I don't know, Pet Shop was okay. He was very fierce and very threatening, but at the same time, it was just kind of after a while, it was just kind of like really, he can do that too. He can do that too. Oh, let me guess, he can do that too. Um, but the ending of the fight was cool, and the whole second half of the episode was great. It was awesome. So this is a very good episode, and I don't know if we'll see you guys next week for JoJo. We don't know. Unless you guys know if the anime runs during Golden Week. I know manga generally doesn't. I don't know about the anime. But either way, we'll see you guys next time for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders.